Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cock Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic day, wherever you are around the world. And welcome back to the breaking news of Romeo Lavia has chosen Chelsea over Liverpool, and he will join the London club, of course, obviously, mainly being Liverpool's main target as a DM. This summer, but it has come out that he will be joining Chelsea and not Liverpool. Of course, obviously, it is a complete and utter mess for Liverpool Football Club. And yeah, Liverpool have been used like absolute fools. Of course, with the Lavia situation, with the Saicedo situation, again, it's not good at all. And a big question of what is next for Liverpool, of course. And again, we'll get into that in today's episode. Of course, obviously, we was live earlier on talking about the Liverpool had agreed a fee um, for Romeo Lavia, but of course that does seem well is not true anyway. But again, guys, let me know how all of you are in the comment section down below. Again, get your thoughts in the comments. Of course, hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button as well. We very much appreciate it as always. And of course, if you're a Chelsea fan or you're a Liverpool fan, let me know how all of you are in the comments. I'm already preparing myself for a few Chelsea fans to be in the stream as well. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below before we do take a look at the news. Then, anyway, of course, Jamie was in earlier on saying FSG scum as well. A lot of people will be thinking that tonight, absolutely. What an effing shambles. Lavia and Saicedo deals I mean, we messed Lavia about, so I'm not surprised he has chosen Chelsea. Saicedo, why even bother when we knew all along he wanted Chelsea? Now, with the Saicedo situation, Paul Joyce has just come out in the last 10-15 minutes saying that Liverpool were practically used to get Chelsea to act upon the deal. So, again, the representatives told Liverpool that again, Saicedo would be interested in joining Liverpool. They would be interested in negotiating a deal, and that was why Liverpool got encouraged to make a bid and a deal to begin with. But it was basically that it was Liverpool were used to be able to get a deal over the line for Saicedo to go into Chelsea, and yeah, Liverpool played right into Brighton's, not Brighton's hands, into Chelsea's hands, and Brighton in that sense. Of course, to get a deal done. So again, both Chelsea and Brighton have played Liverpool, and again, look, it's mightily frustrating, and again, it makes everyone really pissed off. I'm really pissed off about the situation as well. Obviously, you guys are as well. But yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? But as Paul Joyce, Liverpool could sign Tyler Adams. Thoughts? Yeah, I seen this just now. It's not going to happen. I'll quickly get up the article piece that, of course, he did speak about it. Again, he spoke about. If you read the article, he spoke about 5 or 6 people during that as well. To be fair, but Raza's in as well, saying we can also forget about Sangara. He is in negotiation with PSG. Apparently, yes, he is. Again, I wouldn't want him personally. Our club is a mess, says Trap. Yeah, absolutely, 100% there, mate. This is what we get when we penny pinch as well. Yeah, again, I think we all said, didn't we, that Liverpool had a free run at Lavia for 3 months and didn't do anything about it. We messed around with it. Chelsea got the deal done, offered him and his agent a massive amount of money, and again, lucky he's going to Chelsea now. And again, it's the biggest question of what do Liverpool do next? What can they do next? I'm not entirely sure. I think that all the Liverpool journals don't really know what Liverpool are going to do. And yeah, it is the big question now. What do Liverpool do? 'Cause I personally don't have a clue what we do. Liverpool have made an unbelievable mess of the transfer window. The squad is too thin to compete at the top. Yeah, I would agree. At this current stage, it is absolutely. Data, good senior data as well. Florentino Luis and Anasio, they would be my two now to get in. I think you can get two of them for the price of Saicedo. It's just that problem of, again, Florentino Luis has that release clause of £107 million, and then again, Inacio has a £40 million release clause, but I still believe Luiz can be bought a bit cheaper than that. But then still, Benfica might go, look, you're desperate for a defensive midfielder. Look, we're going to basically hold out for the buyout. And that's the annoying thing where, like it's just massively frustrating as well. Trap as well. I won't be mentioning that person in your latest comment, mate. Again, don't want anything to do with that particular person. Anyway, so again, please don't bring it up in the chat again, mate, as well. But yeah, we will show the news anyway. If you guys haven't seen, from David Ornstein saying that Romeo Lavia has chosen to join Chelsea from Southampton. Liverpool were pursuing, but are aware of a decision. Chelsea, Southampton have good relations, so no issue expected on a deal on personal terms. Fee likely to be around £50 million plus add-ons as well, which of course would take it up to that £55 million that was again spoken about yesterday from Chelsea as well. And again, it's this is the biggest problem for Liverpool. Liverpool have messed around for the entirety of the window, and again, we don't have a clear plan now. That's the problem for me personally. Liverpool have no plan on what we're going to do. And that is the scary thing, and the annoying thing about it as well is the fact that we don't have a plan for, a plan B for Lavia. We don't have, you know we need more than Lavia. That's what we needed. We needed a centre half. We needed and probably another midfielder as well. I know a couple of people have already mentioned that we could potentially go back in for Manu Kone. Again, I think, before his knee injury, I think very much Liverpool would be interested in him. But if Liverpool could, in some theory, go and get Florentino Luis, Manu Kone, and Inacio, that would be a good step in the right direction. But still, Liverpool have been embarrassed in this transfer window. Jude Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Enzo Fernandez last year. Again, news coming out, I think, just now that from Paul Joyce that we could have signed him for 15 million, but instead he went to Benfica. But that's the thing where Liverpool haven't planned midfield. Like we've often praised the Liverpool massively for their transfers. Look at Cody Gakpo. Look at Luis Diaz. Look at, again, Konate, for example. Liverpool are after Konate for a very long period of time, and the midfield has been abandoned for years, and now it's coming back to bite us more than ever. We didn't upgrade when we won the Champions League. We didn't upgrade when we won the Premier League, apart from Thiago Alcantara, which again went completely against the style of what Liverpool were doing and what won Liverpool a Premier League title. And that's been the stepping stone until this summer. Of course, we brought in Alexis McAllister, we brought in Dominic Szoboszlai, and then we thought, after Dominic Szoboszlai, I think everyone thought, okay, we can have a week off, because again, I think everyone was having a week off transfers, and I think everyone thought, okay, go and we'll have a little break, and then we'll go again. We'll go and get our CDM. Defensive midfielder. Sorry, we'll go and get our DM. We'll go and get our centre back. We'll go and fix this. We'll go and fix that. We won't let this summer slip through our hands like we have done over the last 2-3 summers, where we haven't addressed our issues. But yet we haven't done that. Yet again, we are. Was it 3 weeks or 2 weeks before the end of the transfer window? We still don't have a DM. We still don't have a left-sided centre back. We still don't have a right back cover. We still don't have, potential midfield reinforcements neither, in terms of, apart from DM. And that's the major concern for Liverpool Football Club, is the fact that, again, we are behind. And again, if the club turns around and goes, oh well, at the end of the summer, and go, oh well, our targets moved on, we planned for this and it didn't happen, and you're like, well, you should have a plan B, and the plan B isn't there for Liverpool. And who does that fall upon? Does it perform on Jurgen Klopp? Does it perform on FSG? Does it perform on Jörg Schmachter? There's plenty of people that could be questioned. for me, the big one is Jurgen Klopp and it is FSG in terms of the planning. And well, not so much FSG is, FSG giving money. It's the fact of the planning of it. The fact we've had three, sporting directors in the last 3 seasons and had no plan at all. Again, going forward, yes, we've had a plan. We've brought in Luis Diaz for Sadio Mane, brought in Darwin Núñez, we've brought in Cody Gakpo as well. Defence, we've brought in Ibu Konate. That's it. Again, we're talking about midfield this summer. We're also needing a centre back, and we're nowhere near of looking like we're going to sign one. We haven't been linked to anyone. Like the only guy we've been linked to is Gonzalo Inacio, and that's it. But that's concerning. And again, with Lavia, people will go on and have a go at Lavia for this. I personally don't blame Romeo Lavia. Romeo Lavia was all set to join Liverpool, but Liverpool took forever to get the deal done. And that's not his fault. Look, he didn't play for Southampton. Again, I think the Southampton manager said that again he wasn't in the right frame of mind to play football. Again, was very focused away from Southampton. And I think all of us thought that it was just a matter of time when that third bid got rejected, and we thought, oh, Liverpool finally will pay the 50 million. And in the end, we didn't. And that's the thing again, where it is just it's built up on frustration. Years and years of Liverpool not reinforcing when needed and not being able to turn around and act upon things that needed addressing. Why let Fabinho go if you had no plan? Why let Brighton and Chelsea take the absolute mick out of you and bid that much for Caicedo? Again, we've been used like fools, and again, it's ridiculous, isn't it? And I think, look, for me, it's very much a frustrating situation to be around. It's very much just everything just built on annoyance and frustration. And let me know your guys' thoughts as well in the comments, because again, like for me, it's not so much losing out on both of them. It's the fact that Liverpool don't have a plan B for Lavia. We don't have things sorted or things taken into place on what we can do. And that's the annoying thing for me is we're sat here right now going, what on earth do we do? Where do we go from here? And again, that's the thing for me where it's very much the case of, again, Liverpool are behind. And that's the scary thing of, I don't want this season to be a repeat of last season. I want Liverpool challenging. I want Liverpool to be in the Champions League. I want Liverpool to fight for everything possible and give Jurgen Klopp what he wants and to be able to fight for everything. And yet we're not doing that. We can't last for Alexis McAllister to play the six. Like I said to you guys earlier on, Liverpool can't afford to even go to Newcastle in 2 weeks' time and afford to play Alexis McAllister as the six. We can't. That's impossible. It is impossible. Liverpool have to get themselves sorted, regroup. Now you have another week for me. I think again you can just about do it against Bournemouth. You can, because again Bournemouth aren't going to attack you as much as what a Newcastle will. I think you can just about get away with it. But the clock is ticking, and the more and more it goes on, the more and more concerning it is for Liverpool as well. Anyway, but let me get into your comments anyway, guys, and then of course I will get into Paul Joyce's tweet as well about obviously Tyler Adams and the other players as well. Of course, he did say in his article as well. But of course, there is 97 people in here as well. Of course, so if you're new around here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, guys. Again, if there are any rival fans in here, as we've just seen Wiggs ban people, so thank you very much, Wiggs, for that. But yeah, again, don't mind if people want to banter. Again, that football, it's better with a bit of banter. But again, if you come in here being a knobhead, the mods will ban you. That's the only thing I will say. Anyway, but thank you, Wiggs, for that. Anyway, but yeah, again, if there are any Chelsea fans, and yeah, let us know your guys' thoughts as well, because again, they are probably over the moon right now in terms of Lavia. Like how we are very much frustrated with the situation, they're probably loving life right now as well. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts anyway in the comments down below. But yeah, it is a huge worry for Liverpool now. Absolutely. What else do we have? Let me quickly scroll back down because I've missed a couple of people. People's comments. Nicola says, shame, failure, and everyone in the club. However, the main question is who to bring in at the last moment. Yeah, that's the big $1 million question at the minute, isn't it? Trevor asks, when news came out that FSG wanted to sell Liverpool, I thought this was potentially the best thing to happen to the club. I was right as well, says Trevor. Yeah, absolutely. Why didn't we go for Kessie? He went Saudi 13 mil. Not good enough, lads. Again, we need to be looking better than Kessie. But again, it's another person in the door. You would say that, to be fair, as well. But to convince me it's going to be okay, please, says Jake. I can't convince anyone at the minute. I'm in a complete and utter mess myself. I might look cool and calm on camera, but yeah, it's embarrassing. Like, this was meant to be the rebuild for Jurgen Klopp's midfield. You know, you let go of Fabinho, you let go of Jordan Henderson. You've got Stefan, and look, we've got Stefan Bajcetic there, ready, but look, you, we're going to burn him out. We're going to do exactly what we did with Fabinho. Like, this was the plan. The plan was to have Fabinho and Lavia be his understudy until they until Fabinho goes, Lavia comes in next season potentially, and then everything went downhill. We let go of Fabinho. We didn't have a plan A. Again, and you look at the who's left on the market. Jacore from Crystal Palace. They are going to ask 60, 70 million pounds, probably even more because they know Liverpool have more. Florentino Luis. I'm saying personally, Liverpool could probably get a deal for him at around 60 million, probably a bit more than that. But again, they might hold out for the release clause. Like, they might go, well, you've got 111. We want 111 in that sense again. And apart from that, there isn't anyone else. I know people go João Pedrinho as well, but again, he's injured at the minute. He's going to cost around 80, 90 million pounds easily. This is why West Ham went for Edison Alvarez as well. Like, again, Liverpool at Yusuf Fofana as well. I think he's the only other guy on the list before anyone shoots out Tuchemeni as well. But again, it's ridiculous. It's pathetic and it's ridiculous. The fact that we haven't and this is the thing where we're hearing things about, for example, like Andre, for example. If you're interested in the South American market, go and do it then. Go and buy people that nobody's heard of. Go and have, these unbelievable kids that we, nurse for a season and then, shoots on the scene, like similar to what Brighton to do. And that's the thing that's really annoying for me. There's no plan. Like, and that's the annoying part about it. The attacking line is superb for Liverpool. I think Liverpool have the best front line in the Premier League. And I truly do feel like that. I feel like we've got the best goalkeeper in the world. I feel like we've got the best front line. But the midfield and defence is shocking. Apart from Ibu Konate, and yesterday even Virgil van Dijk was excellent as well. And we saw the best of Virgil van Dijk as well. But Trent, again, and Trent's up there as well, to be fair. But in this system, Andy Robertson doesn't work. We need a left-sided centre back for that role. Who can play left back, can play left centre back. Gonzalo Inacio is the prime suspect for that. DM, that's the problem though. DM is the huge problem right now, where Liverpool have no plan. The plan was always sign Lavia, keep Fabinho. Fabinho be the six. You've got Stefan Bajcetic in the background as well, where you could have Lavia and Bajcetic rotate that role with Fabinho to then, ease him off with a few games this season. And it's failed. I think Liverpool should have kept hold of Fabinho instead of giving the 40 million. Fine, let go of Jordan Henderson. That's different. You've got Dominic Szoboszlai and you've got Harvey Elliott in that position. But letting go of Fabinho, that's the one for me where I'm looking at it and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what a mess. What a mess it truly, truly is. And people will go, oh, well, you didn't want Lavia. I thought, and I said to you guys, yes, I wanted Moises Caicedo because Caicedo right here, right now, is a better player. But Lavia in 1 year or 2 years' time will be on it. Even this season, I think he might be on it if he has the correct guidance and the new manager. And of course, Pochettino will do well with him because, again, Pochettino develops young talent very well. But that's the real frustrating thing where, again, as Jake said there, convince me it's going to be okay. I can't, personally. I can't. I don't think anyone can. I don't think Klopp can. I don't think the owners can. It um, everyone is on the same level of it is what it is, and at the minute it's concerning and it's frightening where Liverpool are at the present moment in time. And yeah, I was very optimistic for this season, and now I just want it to be over. That's how I feel. That's how I truly, truly feel. It's ridiculous, but still, guys, let me know your guys' thoughts anyway in the comments. We'll try and read everyone's comments out as well. But if you're new around here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. There's 140 people in here right now, so again, massively appreciated. As always, we don't have a plan B, C, D, or E. We have no plan whatsoever. Now FSG will be scraping around the barrel for bargain buys. We can't go bargain buys. Like exactly, that's the thing. Data, we can't. No, to be fair, I will allow Liverpool to regroup because again, this whole weekend has been shocking behind the scenes for Liverpool. Regroup, figure out what you're going to do with that money, even more money, what you were going to do, and go again. Go and get Florentino Luis, go and get Inacio, just go and get people, man, and get what Klopp wants because like he deserves it, man. He deserves to have the backing, man. And at the minute, the club are just an absolute joke from head to toe at the moment. Will we sign anyone before the Bournemouth game? Do you think? No. Personally, I don't think. I don't think so. Anyway, I would be surprised if Liverpool sign anyone before Bournemouth on Saturday. FSG out. We have gone from being the best club at transfers to a laughing stock. Yeah, absolutely agree. Absolutely, Alan. Hi, Connors. All good evening, Bri. Hopefully doing well, mate. As always, we quickly scroll down. We're saying, well, it's Groundhog Day again. Jesus Christ. Could we use a few signings? Yes. Can this current squad win trophies? Also, yes. Klopp is the problem, not FSG. I would disagree with that personally. I still think Jurgen Klopp is the best guy for Liverpool. Klopp's not the problem. People could go, yeah, he's too loyal to players. I think that's a conversation in itself. But no, I would hard disagree with this. I would much prefer to keep Jurgen Klopp than I would FSG. Because again, Klopp gets dealt the hands he's get the hands he's dealt with, and that's the thing. Like again, people last year when people were like, oh, Klopp out and this, that, and the other. Are you mad? Like, if we didn't have Klopp, if you enjoy having that belief of potentially going to top four and potentially winning trophies, if you think any other manager could do it right now, for me, I think you're losing your mind if you think that. For me personally, there is no other manager that can help Liverpool right now. Personally, that's on the market right now, and again, for me, Klopp is the best for Liverpool right now. But again, what's to say that Jurgen wants one more at the end of the season if he's not given the correct backing? No, what's to say he's not going to potentially turn around and go, right, I'm done. But yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? But don't lie, losing out on these two is so bad. It is bad. It's terrible. Like, but again, Saicedo isn't the worst part for me. It's Lavia. Lavia is the worst part for me because again, Saicedo was always a hijack. It was always a hope that we could get him. With Lavia, it was guaranteed, more or less, that Liverpool, if they paid the money, they'd go and get it. And we didn't. We didn't act upon it. We didn't do the correct thing, and now we look like fools for it. So yeah, it's not the best, is it, chat? FSG will get Arthur on loan again next week. Jesus Christ. Liverpool at least spell it right. Jesus Christ. Next season is a write-off as well, says Russell. Trent is our sixth, Bicetic backup, Gomez at right back, no more inversion. Team sorted. Klopp won't though because he's a cult leader, not a coach as well. Again, I don't think Trent's good as just a lone six though. Played down pre-season and Trent was not good. That's it. To be fair, where we play. Demi's in saying all of this could have been avoided if you just paid the 50 million for Lavia. Yep, absolutely agree. There's no argument about that, is it? Realistically, yeah, just absolutely diabolical from Liverpool. Again, apologies if I am down, but yeah, it's an absolute mess and a shock. And yeah, I'm just going to quickly have a look if there's anything else that's breaking. We'll get Paul Joyce's quote up and what he said in a minute. But yeah, that coming out as well about Enzo Fernandez doesn't help neither. Obviously, it boosts Chelsea's friggin' ego as well, to be fair. But I will quickly get up Paul Joyce's tweet that he's tweeted about earlier on. If this wants to load. So again, I haven't clipped anything up today. I thought, oh, we'll just do it on Twitter. And yeah, it's the worst thing. That's why I clip things up. Because again, it's absolutely awful. Right, so I'll quickly get this on screen for you guys if it wants to load. If not, you're just an absolute fool like Liverpool. Right, so actually, let me get into a few more comments and then I'll quickly bring that up anyway. But what else do we have? Down to third choice, best now far from ideal as well, says Bright. Yeah, absolutely. Why is that not working now? There we go. We have a huge problem as well, says Russell. Yeah, absolutely agree. Why pay 50 million for a 30 million pound player? That's the transfer market. Again, is Moises Caicedo worth 115 million pound? No, he's not. Is Lavia worth 55 million pound? No, he's not. But that's the transfer window that we are in at the minute, where unfortunately Liverpool are in this market because again we let go of Fabinho, we stupidly did so. But that's the other thing. Oh, actually, to be fair, I was going to bring up Paul Joyce's tweet, but he's actually deleted it. So, or the post has been deleted anyway. So apologies for that chat. But why pay 50 million for 30 million player? Like I said, because we had to. I would hold no ill feeling if Klopp would now. I think plenty of people think that as well. I'm a Chelsea fan. I think it's okay, but not sensational signing. I think it's a good signing for Chelsea. You could, in theory, play 4-3-3 now. Lavia could play as an 8 or 6. Same as Caicedo as well, could interchange between them two. Again, Chelsea's midfield might not be this season, but next season will definitely be the best midfield in the league, I think, for sure. Nagara might be the next target. No, he's going to PSG. I think, mate. Unfortunately, it's your own fault. Try an F over Chelsea and Todd Bowley should just pay the Lavia and stop. Yeah, I agree. We should have done. We didn't. But again, obviously, I'd like to turn around and say Chelsea have cheated. But I watched the Talk Sport analysis thing, and look, Chelsea are somehow in profit in terms of in the green then I should say, but yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Trent is not a 6. Yeah, I agree. Joyce said we didn't bid. I'm guessing we're looking at other options. We need it soon, but let's wait and see. We may get surprised, hopefully. Wiggs, and that's the thing. Yeah, I think we thinking early on in terms of there being a bid. Liverpool have rejected that fact. I think Paul Joyce came out. I think Neil Jones as well, and all the other Liverpool journalists said again completely false that Liverpool haven't bid a fourth time for Lavia as well. Of course, so that was again Chelsea journalists putting that out there as well. So maybe Liverpool have a plan B. Obviously, there's obviously panic from us lot, obviously on social media about the situation. But hopefully Liverpool have something up their sleeve. Maybe they might use the 111 mil for getting 3 or 4 players in now, or even potentially, you know, if we add a bit more to that, could we get top class talent in that? Who knows? But it has to be quick. It has to be in the week. It can't be turning around and going. We can't be turning around next week and going, well, we still haven't got a DM, or we still haven't got a centre back. Like, again, that's the one where you look at it and you're like, Jesus Christ, we need to get our act together in that um, in that opinion, anyway. But Fabinho was always first choice for me, but Klopp wore him down and fans drove him out. Same with Hendo. Yeah, I think with Fabinho though, I think it was different towards Hendo. I think Fabinho left because of the opportunity, and a lot of Fabinho's, obviously, Espirito Santos is obviously the manager that got Fabinho, and of course, I think he was Fabinho's first manager when he was introduced into football. And as well, I think Fabinho's agency or something to do with Fabinho has connections there as well. So again, you can see that with Jordan Henderson, it was different, where Klopp told him his position, and Jordan Henderson didn't like it, so he wanted a new challenge. But then again, when he's the service what Jordan Henderson did for 12 years, again, you can argue about that amongst yourselves, really. But yeah, it's not the best as a chat. We need to transfer York to Chelsea and seeing as he is so good at getting their signings over the line, locate release clause players and get on it and get on one in. Maybe Inacio Adams could be sick. Note as well. Well, Tyler Adams is currently injured, isn't he? So he's perfect Liverpool midfielder in that regard. Kessie better than most DMs in the Prem. I haven't seen too much of him. The only time I've ever seen him was when Tyler Adams absolutely bodied him at the San Zero. That's the only time I've ever seen him. Will it be Adams and Palhinha? I hope personally it's Inacio and um, Florentino Luis. That's what I hope for. If you want a Fabinho regen, go for Luis, because that's the best possible outcome. Rebuild can't even open a stand on time. True, that is very, very true. Adams is shy and Paulinho is injured. Yeah, Paulinho's got a dislocated elbow. Dislocated elbow? Is it a dislocated elbow? Chat, let me know. Try 80. Obviously, Conor Romano. Hello, Rick. Hopefully, doing well, mate. Tyler Adams, how do you feel? Con 110 million, and we get that. Yeah, no, I'm not happy. Club's a joke. Yeah, it is absolutely. Tuchemani's a no-go. Yeah, again, we said earlier on in the other video that, again, yeah, it's never going to happen with Tuchemani and Liverpool. So, again, move on anyway. But what else do we have? Trent as a 6 will never work, lol. He's hardwired to the attack-minded. Not even Pep could make him a decent defender. I think he's good. Again, I thought he was decent yesterday defensively, but yeah, he's not a 6. Inside, fullback, sure, but yeah, definitely not a 6. Andre is 35 million. That's a no-brainer. Brazil international too. Yeah. Liverpool could, the best outcome would be Andre, Florentino Luis, and Inacio. That's the best outcome for Liverpool now in this transfer window. I don't know if there's anyone else out there. If you guys know of anyone else, it's Joe Bellingham. He's not moving anyway. He moved to Sunderland this summer. No one wants to play for Klopp anymore. He's been exposed. Time to move on. Massively disagree, mate. Again, I don't think anything that's happened is his fault. If I'm being honest, or nothing being in his control anyway. Again, I still think if you don't think Jurgen Klopp's the right man for Liverpool, I can't help you with that. Again, your opinion, but again, I think Jurgen Klopp is the correct man for Liverpool Football Club. It's not about players going anyway. maybe those players needed higher salaries, but the crucial thing is how we're acting to find the signed players at the same level. Yeah, absolutely. Again, this Liverpool side reminds me a lot of 16, 17 Liverpool, 17, 18 Liverpool, where the attack was excellent. It was, the best attack in the league. And then you had the midfield and the defence that was shocking. The difference is this time where we've brought in McAllister, we've brought in Szoboszlai. There's no reinforcement for them defensively. Yes, we've got Virgil van Dijk, we've got Trent, we've got Konate, Alisson's there as well. But again, Liverpool conceding chances and 2 easy chances as well. Like again, if it wasn't for Konate and Virgil yesterday and Ali, again, Liverpool would have conceded 3-4 goals yesterday. It was shocking at times. And that's the real worry for me, personally, anyway. People want to play for Klopp. It's just, unfortunately, Chelsea are the team we've been competing with long-term deals as well. Yeah, exactly. Like look at Lavia, for example. Supposedly it's a heavy contract, and it's going to be an 8-year contract again. And it's going to be his agent's going to get a massive fee again. So Liverpool can't compete with that. I literally want to cry, says Daryl as well. Yeah, absolutely. Get what you mean. I never thought I'd say this. Seriously, give Everton the money. They really need buy Onana as well. Yeah, I know plenty of people have gone on about Onana, to be fair. But look, I think it's very much the case of Everton would never deal with Liverpool in that aspect of things anyway. Sorry, chat. Let me quickly check if anything's breaking, anything news come out. Anyway, I doubt it, but to be fair, Marnie and Henderson's playing against each other. So speaking of former Liverpool players, but yeah, at the minute there's still nothing there. Anyway, actually, let me quickly read out Nick's comment. From the beginning, Thuram seemed like a good fit for us. The question is whether he would reject us now because we also put him aside. Again, not a 6. I think Dominic Szoboszlai was the guy for us. And yeah, again, he could play as a 6, but that's like putting Jordan Henderson as a 6. Henderson as a 6, he was an 8. But unfortunately, that's the card that Liverpool might look at right now. This transfer window reminds me of playing Monopoly with my 5-year-old niece as well, says Gauss. Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Letting Fabinho go, bringing no one in is a crime. Yeah, absolutely, Rick, 1000%. Yeah, Thuram isn't a DM either. No, he's not, unfortunately. James says, time for protest, and we need to drive them scumbags rats out as well. Yeah. Again, it's poor planning, though, isn't it, chat? Like, it's the fact we've been played, and it's not even for Lavia, though. The Lavia deal is separate for me. Just getting exposed for, again, Liverpool, going and having encouragement from the owner as well. And to be fair, I'm surprised Brighton haven't come out and said anything about it neither, because Brighton have been totally silent on the situation, and maybe they might speak afterwards after the deal is complete and official. But the fact that, again, Liverpool only had the encouragement from the representatives of Saicedo going, yep, we'll join Liverpool if you come in and do this and that, and then to then turn around and go, oh yeah, we just played out to get the Chelsea deal over the line. Like, that's ridiculous, man. Like, I genuinely feel like what on earth is going on in that aspect of things as well. Like, it's ridiculous, man. And yeah, for me, it's just Ed doing. I think it's the best word anyway. Adams is shocking. Yeah, I don't want Tyler Adams, being honest. Klopp is the problem. Massively disagree with you for this, Sam. Adams' field for Leeds was so bad. Yeah, he was. And he's injury prone as well. Klopp is the problem. Massively disagree. Klopp isn't the problem. Agree with that. Klopp's problem. Choose White Edwards and Ward left. He's hated. Again, that's nothing to do with Jurgen Klopp. That's to do with the ownership. That's to do with the way things are going. Michael Edwards is different to Julian Ward. Again, Michael Edwards was at the club for 10 years. Julian Ward was here for 8-9 years, and again they worked under each other. That's the thing where for them too, it might have been time to move on. The problem is Liverpool have had no plan in replacing them. We said all summer long that realistically it was going to be either Liverpool get the correct person in, or York was coming in as a short-term answer to then turn around, and then we'll get the proper person in, get the correct sporting director to move on for the next 5, 6, 7 years. And we haven't done that. And there's no sign of it doing it neither. And that's the scary thing. It's scary, the fact that Liverpool have no plan for the next 5 years. If you went to Liverpool right now and gone, right, what's the team going to look like in 5 years' time? And what's Liverpool, backroom team and everything, what's it going to look like in 5 years? And no one has an answer for it. And that's scary. 5 years ago, there was an answer for it. Liverpool were on the way up. Liverpool are at the minute stuck because we're not going up, we're going casually down, and there's no way of looking up in that regard. And that's the scary part about it. And other people might feel differently. People might think that we're on the up or just completely crashing down as well. It's different people, different thoughts, different opinions as well. And that's the best part about having the debate about it. But the part around it is Liverpool are a mess right now, and we're not fixing it. We're actually causing more problems. The owners are causing more problems, and that's the terrifying thing as well, for me anyway. What else do we have? Let me quickly scroll back down and get Russell's comment back up. We need 4 to 6 signings all over the park. Now it's too late as well. Yeah, absolutely. Convince me it's not going to be another crap season, as they're just 2 weeks left before the window closes, and we need 2 to 3 signings, including the right back DM. But I don't have a clue who that could be. Again, Phil, I think again in an ideal world now, looking on the face of it, ideally Florentino Luis, either Andre, or you go and get Kone, and Inacio. That would be my picks personally, but excuse me, I'm trying to wake up at the same time while speaking. It's not going to work. And yeah, again, who knows? Why is everyone spamming Basuma? Has been anything on Basuma? Again, that's not going to happen either. Because Spurs have just, didn't they sign him last season or 2 seasons ago? Anyway, but let me quickly check if there's anything in that. No, there's nothing in that. FSG are angry at Klopp. Why? They should be angry at themselves. Like, it's not Klopp's fault. But yeah, I can't see that, to be fair. Top Bowley transfer addiction. Yes. Just don't mention anyone's interested in anyone, and then we should be done in that sense. But I'd love to say Kone, but he's not a 6. I think he could work in this system, but yeah, he's not a lone 6. It's like McAllister. The 4-3-3 is the real problem. We don't run games anymore because we have only 3 in midfield. Take a man out of attack as well. We've always done 4-3-3 though, to be fair, Winks. But I can see what you mean. What planet are you on to think FSG are not the problem? Year after year, promises with nothing delivered. I don't think I've said FSG, and I said Jurgen Klopp wasn't the problem. I think FSG are the problem. So I don't know whether or not if I've said that. Klopp get dealt a royal flush. The guy's not a coach; he's a cult leader. He's my manager, to be fair. What else do we have? I'm going to quickly scroll down. Here we go. Brian says every manager, even their best, had a couple of faults. Easy to point out 1 or 2 things and ignore all the qualities. Yeah, agree, absolutely, 100%. If we lose the Lavia deal, we still can sign Crystal Palace midfielder Jack Decore. Again, you're asking ridiculous prices, I think, if I'm being honest. Again, 70, 80 million pound, to be fair. When Klopp goes, when he wants to go, I would get Xavi Alonso, but I want Klopp to stay. Yeah. Again, I think Xavi Alonso just signed a new contract, didn't he? To be fair. So, again, that would cost Liverpool money in some sense as well. But so it says Kone or Amrabat. Kone for me, personally. But again, I haven't seen if Coney's good because again, that knee injury is a big concern. So when you look at it, that's the sense of it. But yeah, it's very frustrating. Um, I laced them up, son. Jesus Christ. Um, are your scouts doing? Are they sleeping? I don't know, mate. If I'm being honest with you, again, they've been sleeping for some time, haven't they? To be fair, Saicedo signed. Oh, there we go. He signed 15 minutes ago. Let me quickly check. Did they know? Who announced it? Did Chelsea announce it themselves, Wicks? Let me know in the chat. I haven't seen anything pop up, so that's why I didn't see anything. Keep things secretly until the deal is near or to be done. Otherwise, another jealous club may challenge us again. Absolutely. Look at Soboslai. Like, again, nobody knew that was happening until it was done, more or less. The only thing that was to be done was medical and things to be completed, this, that, and the other. The problem is Liverpool, like especially with Saicedo, Liverpool very much went, okay, we're going to go and do this, and we're going to, see if we can, turn around and change it. And the worrying thing about it is with Saicedo was, again, it was just a quick spur of the moment thing. And that's the deal where I'm not really angry about. Again, we knew Chelsea wanted him from the start. They've been trying for months. They promised him the earth, and it is what it is. The more worrying thing is Lavia, is the fact that we've been the team that's been chasing him for 3 months, and we haven't done anything to get him. Again, we only valued him at 45 million a maximum, and by all accounts, we walked away, but which we didn't really walk away. And again, as like we all said, why would he turn around and turn down a lucrative deal with Chelsea and then look at us and go, oh yeah, I'm going to go back to Liverpool? Like, no. Like, I think that Sasha reported on it saying, again, the preference has always been to leave Southampton this season, and Southampton have wanted a £50 million price tag easily. Because again, I think what people to forget about again with Lavia is Man City benefit from this as well. Chelsea have gained profit, gained more profit. Southampton have gained more profit. Sorry. So again, Man City gain off of it more as well because again, they only signed him for like £15 million. So again, imagine that profit fee. To be fair as well. So even looking at it on that aspect of things as well, different things that add to it as well that makes it worse. To be fair, but yeah, very frustrating right now. Zagara, Goretzka, Andre, Luis, and more options out there as well. Yeah, absolutely there are. But it is a very, very, very annoying situation to be in right now as well. But Jesus Christ. Go all in John Stones, 130 mil, why not? Yeah, I think as everyone said, no. It would never happen. Yeah, I think you'd want 200 million, I think, for John Stones at the minute, because again, he is probably Man City's best defender. Him and Ake probably are their best defenders, to be fair, at the present moment in time. What else we have? What's your thoughts on Jack Corey from Crystal Palace? I haven't seen much on him, if I'm being honest. I've seen a bit of it. On the ball, he doesn't look good, if I'm being honest. But if you want a defensive midfielder that's going to be that guy to, again, cause interceptions, to be a defensive six, again, easy guy. But the problem is, Palace are wanting 60, 70 million pound for him, which again is ridiculous money. But Zuma from Spurs, it's simple. Yeah, it's not that simple. He's never going to join Liverpool. Even this, you said, his Jesus Christ. Then Fab came in and completely changed it as well. What's this with the six? So Isado said no to Klopp. No, Lavia says no to Klopp. Pay attention. Did they say no? Again, like I just said, like realistically, Moises Caicedo's camp used Liverpool to get Chelsea to move their asses. Lavia, sure, you could turn around and say that, but again, I personally don't think any of them. I said no to Klopp, because again, Klopp, by all accounts, Klopp had the Klopp had a conversation with Caicedo, for example, and Caicedo was already done to Chelsea, because again, he wasn't leaving London. Premier League have just confirmed, Connor, the Chelsea transfer loophole will be stopped after this transfer window. Shock. Do we want to call it a shock? Yeah, ridiculous. No more 9-year deals. Why wasn't it done earlier then? Again, that's the frustrating part about it. Again, I know UEFA changed it, but yeah, it's again really, really frustrating, isn't it, as well? But what else do we have? Kefren Tura, Manu Kone, and Gonzalo Inacio. I wouldn't be against it, but again, none of them are a number 6. Inacio, absolutely 100%. I think he's one for the future. But yeah, unfortunately, Sean, none of them are DMs, even though I would like all of them at Liverpool. Sean, the DMs as well, yeah, absolutely. Jesus Christ, Hoiberg is realistic and world class. Yeah, no, absolutely not. What else do you have? Quickly scroll back down. I scrolled too far down now. Where we buy? I did see a comment. Where's that gone? Oh, I completely missed it. I think I've missed it. I did see Ryan in here, to be fair. Where's that comment gone? Yeah, Ryan, I've missed your comment. I did see it pop up on the screen earlier on. I have to try and find that again. But what else do we have? Benton Cole goes to AFCON. I think Bentancur signed a new deal anyway, didn't he, this summer? To be fair, chat as well. So again, I'm not particularly sure on that. To be fair, what else do we have? Let me quickly scroll up because again, I've missed a few people's comments. Carl, good idea, but they don't buy trash as well. What's this, Frankie de Jong? Again, yeah, Frankie de Jong, be a good signing, but too expensive, I think, realistically. Chelsea getting a goalkeeper striker and Elise next, yeah, ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And last comment of the video anyway, because we're going to head off in a minute. Because again, we're going to be live again at 9 o'clock anyway. So all of you can come back and rant then as well if you want to anyway. But did Liverpool not put in a 60 million pound bid for Lavia? And is there any feedback for Fabrizio Romano? Because people are saying Stanton agreed the fee will Liverpool order. Yeah, no. There's again there was no official bids. Again, we've got led a lie earlier on by a lot of Chelsea journalists again, and there was one non-Chelsea, but again out there, which again, I think realistically, yeah, no bid was official. I think Paul Joyce gone and completely rejected it as well. Oh, Ryan did comment. Hello, Ryan. Saying only said that is horrendous for a club like Liverpool to miss out on signings. Chelsea just overpaying on wages, really. Yeah, absolutely. As well, I haven't seen you in ages now as well. I have to be in contact, but yeah, no, it's embarrassing, isn't it, lads? Like again, shocking. That's the realistic sense of it as well. It is just an absolute mess from Liverpool, and yeah, where do we go from here? I don't know where we go from here. Neither. Romano tweets, I said, up in corner. Did he actually? We'll quickly have a look at it now before we do it off. Again, we will be live at 9 as well, chat as well. So again, we're going to talk more on this, more on when I just type in Fabrizio Romano's name, Connor, that would make so much sense if you just did that instead of trying to look for it. Oh, there we go. You know what? Just seeing his smirk face and smiling, I just want to punch him in the face. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, but yeah, we'll be live again anyway, guys, at 9 o'clock. Maybe we might have a few people on. Again, if anyone wants to come on as well, then do let me know as well. I will try and get everyone on, try and get people's thoughts, because again, it is an absolute mess. I love a debate. I love a good talk about it. But yeah, so far, of course, if you guys haven't seen the news, of course, Lavia has chosen to join Chelsea over Liverpool. And yeah, Liverpool are in an absolute mess as of things right now. Anyway, but Again, if you're new around here, I'm actually gonna have to post. I'm actually gonna leave a photo of Lavia because I forgot to put the thumbnail on the thing. So again, if you guys are new around here, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button anyway. But until next time, guys, hopefully I'll see all you at 9 o'clock anyway. But until then, I'll see you all guys then. I've been Connor from the Cop Council. See you later on. Ta-ra.